Do you know what it's like to live forever?
Hydra.
Brown sweet as hell for this beat, I ain't gonna lie.
But tonight is the night, and I don't think people understand. This is the championship game, and it all comes down to tonight. I need y'all to make some motherfucking noise, but tonight is the night, guys. Let him in this building and encourage one hell of a performance to get this W. I've seen stranger things happen before.
Look, niggas thought I fell off, tell them wait on it. They looking for my new shit so they can hate on it. They been sleep on me for years, put a date on it. I came in a real bitch and I'ma stay on it. Let me get them hoes an update on my real life.
Incoming call from Skylands.
Congratulations. You've been selected for the Ascension program. Please report to Transit Station 7 in 24 hours.
Gorillas in suits, the holy war, the spiritual troops, fighting over the mythical truth, drowning in the political soup. They shoot missiles and nukes, taking out such a pivotal group. The body count is the physical proof, and they thought drugs were killing the youth. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all. I am president.
I'm entering into the battle for my immortal soul while being surrounded by slaves whose only goal is to be rich, unconscious niggas chained to ego. Their definition of success is winning the lotto. In this realm, knowledge of self is obsolete. The book of names is where they conceal it. When it was my turn to view the pages, I saw me and the lives I lived on different stages, built by others who scripted me into their narratives, where I was made in the image of the relatives I was forced to believe was my family's tree. They resemble my flesh, but all I saw was we weren't free to be the souls we were before we came to earth. The only being I could be was the one on my birth certificate who was given a social auction number ending in 5119, and that is the years of slumber they set for me in their cloned brain cells, where our souls are trapped in their depiction of hell.
There's just something strange about this place.
We have the moon. Now it could be that somebody is achieving something behind the scenes. Like it's hidden from everybody else, is something in the background here. You're preparing to move forward. Something that's hidden is something, it could be spiritual, it could be unconscious.
How did you get in? How did they recruit you?
I want Jay-Z and Beyonce to do it at the same time. That's my challenge. Jay-Z and Beyonce, I'm challenging y'all.
That's what they want. They are looking and snooping and sneaking to see where they can get their next target. And look at that. They're looking in venues.
Close your eyes. Now, just listen for a moment. Listen to the sounds of the room around you.
I don't know who I am.
You don't remember anything?
Only thing I had in my pocket was bubble gum, 2 movie tickets.
Now I want you to pretend you're in a theater. A movie theater.
They view you two as the power couple, that y'all can do a lot together.
If they're going for money, corporate jobs,
leaving them on empty, and they ain't been right since.
I know who you are. I am an admirer of your work.
okay? They're going for a certain audience, all right? A certain group that they want to target with their evil plans.
They want you, okay? And bad. It says lurking and in sync, so they're ghosting them. These entanglements.
They got distracted by a honey trap.
I'm talking about straight savage.
This is what the honey trap was going after. He's got a case.
It's watching you on the sidelines. They love what they see. They could be actually replenishing themselves.
Because the Matrix haven't told them what it is yet. You're creating, it may wake them up. They have to package it and sell it so they can get control of it. Because you saying something they never, what's this? They say, what's that?
Well,
used to dream of working in a place like this.
Ignorance. Oh, all of them.
Start to project stuff into people's minds.
You're the only one there. It's one of those great old movie palaces. And you look around, it's a huge empty theater. You notice that the walls of the theater are painted in black. The seats covered in black. And in the whole pitch black theater, there's only one thing you can see, and that's the white screen. You'll notice there are letters on the screen, tall, thick black letters, but they're out of focus, so you begin to drift closer to them in your chair, trying to read them. And you're very comfortable now. It's your favorite chair. You're drifting closer and closer, staring at the letters. Very relaxed now. Your legs are relaxed. Your arms are limp and heavy. You're almost close enough to read the letters now. They start to come into focus. The letters spell sleep. Sleep.
The whitewashed version of America?
It's not in your face. It is locked in. But it's in a hidden nature.
Expecto Patron!
It's among the darkest omens in our world. It's an omen of death.
Racism classes my ass will attempt to penetrate your ass's mind.
Someone was trying to bind or do some type of magic or spell. It's something here that's hidden.
But yeah, of course they're doing their investigations, trying to figure out more of what happened and all of the things. But Malcolm Jamal Warner was declared, dead at the scene.
Because he discovered the mystery of
I'm Dr.
Ogun, which translates to the spirit
in the flesh.
Made in the image of the Creator.
The first among the immortals. So you would think in that situation someone would be so proud, so happy, so bashful, like, oh, stop it. But actually Ogun was like, all right, cool. He wasn't pleased.
I assisted with surgery. The plan was to observe, but I ended up working because the cretin masquerading
in the flesh.
The trauma surgeon really ought to bury his scalpel.
The same tools he had gifted them were now used for destruction. Betrayed by the very people he had helped, Ogun's heart grew heavy.
In an unmarked grave.
They came across the tomb.
Does it have to be human?
They was trying to get remains. It's like, yo, magic. And don't take me saying that the wrong way, because magic ain't nothing but energy.
Ogun is the father of all metal. Iron, platinum, tin, copper, aluminum. Without him, ain't no cars, ain't no laptop, ain't no cell phone, ain't no airplane. Just as he builds with the metal, he destroys. He's the father of war, the bomb, the gun, the knife. God creates, God destroys.
Just like a bird, I just want to fly free.
You've manifested power over spell work that was being done to you. Constantly. There's somebody who wanted to conquer you.
My name makes me a criminal. The police officer stopped me on the sidewalk. They sweated me about my name. The officers said, "You're not above the law. You have to learn your place." Next thing I know, I was lynched in broad daylight and then taken to jail for that. And I was laying face down in the gutter.
Something very, very difficult that's just like their energy, and it's very chaotic, and you could be picking up on some of this. You might be thinking that that's within you. Be very aware of what energy is truly within you and what you're picking up on.
You see the truth before they do. So it's not in everybody's face. It could be subconscious.
Mind control. To use it for some type of sorcery shit. Black magic, witchcraft.
These jokers are just vessels with no souls in them. So the demonic spirits can use their money, you understand? To do the shit that they enjoyed doing when they was alive. Doing some very unspeakable shit. Very unnecessary, unnatural acts. You see what I'm saying?
They were eating the settlers. Yes, they were eating the Native Americans.
When Christopher Columbus landed in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, they were eating the Native Americans. It is in their journals. Even John Smith journal contains that they used to barbecue, grill, fry, and boil the natives. They would cut them up into chunks and fry them like they were chicken, bro. This is the shit they don't tell you in school. This is the they do not tell you in school. This is the unwhitewashed story of America. They put us in hot frying oil. They put us, Native American black people, after lynchings, they would cut up the body. They would unalive us, do the lynching, and then cut up the body, keep it as souvenirs, and even consume it. And witnesses saw this shit happen, and some of them would throw up because of seeing this. And then they call us the savages, the black people, the savages, even though they ate us on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, bro. Literally. They had recipe books that had people as the meat. We were the meat. If you're ready to actually understand the unwhitewashed version of America, y'all can try to lie to yourselves and learn the bullshit in the schools, but unlearn everything you learned.
All that shit they using to keep people like enslaved mentally.
Hey guys.
Bosette, get out of the water.
What's up, sis?
Oh my! Sobek?
What are you doing here, my friend?
What's he saying? You know we can't understand him.
He said there were strange creatures roaming the Delta and an ominous aura of change. He wanted us to know as this change follows us like a cloud.
That is quite cryptic.
Yeah, I can't make any sense of that.
Does it have to be human?
Right this way.
Excellent. We are starving. Come on, guys. Oh. How you doing? How long she's having?
I don't know how you do this. I'm supposed to eat these my friends, bitch. I talk to them. You want me to eat Hezekiah, bitch?
Here you all go.
Thank you.
Please, please, do not break anything.
Who do you think we are?
You heard me.
Thank you.
So me and brother and I are on the yacht, and he tells me he's...
Young Shad, you killed this track.
Look at my chain, look at my wrist, look at my game, look at my clip. We go insane on asylum shit, and we make a mess on some childish shit. Yeah, and we'll never change.
Enslaved mentally, trapped in loops of suffering. Because if you trapped in an illusion, you suffering. You don't know the truth. You can't heal without the truth, honestly. And people waking up to shit, you've been living a fucking lie.
Resume session.
Wait, where am I? Where is this place?
An early space experimentation that later evolved into the modern military-industrial complex. Under this lens, the moon becomes more than a passive object. It is a witness to this ancient conflict, a possible station of observation, and a reminder that Earth has long been entangled in galactic politics. Fast forward to World War II.
I think about jazz. Not just the sound, but the way it walks. How it lives inside a man. How it breaks you and begs you to dance. I think about him. Jazz. His eyes held futures I'd never imagined. In that moment, There was no noise, no city, no history. The sirens kept their distance. We made love with a window open, not for air, but so the world could hear. We were still here. We moved through the city like two jazz notes, finding each other in the improvisation. Together, apart, circling. Two notes, improvising under the hum of the M train. Oh, jazz. Hopeful fools trying to become a chord. To build, to enjoy, to destroy. We insisted, and somehow we stayed. And even if it broke, how I'd go back to feel it one more time.
In Egypt, the true Pharaonic thought. See what I'm saying? You go there, that's what makes him attack.
Your consciousness is now successfully uploaded to our servers along with millions of others.
What? What is that supposed to mean? Right here from 5 to 7, you know everything there is to know about that demon.
His dreams, his desires, his most intimates of intimates.
You are now just a digital copy uploaded to Skyland servers.
They don't know what you have. You know where you're going. They don't know where you're going. And this person thinks, or they thought, that they had you stuck. They thought they had you trapped in some kind of way. Maybe they thought you didn't see.
I swore to myself I would destroy all the motherfuckers who partook in my demise, like the ego we call Chris Tucker.
Aruan himself advanced.
I caught a falling star.
There.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
At the western gate, Eredia Aruan's right-hand man prepared the first strike.
Clifton Powell is playing the villain, and his sidekick Chris Tucker.
Along with several other entities who chose to join Ra's circus of European acts who were scripted in history as those who purchased angels and turned them into slaves who believe they're only humans. On family slave farms who live in a state of confusion. For their amusement while we suffer and fight to be free. From the illusion of the physical eye's ritual that caused us to only see an integrated world where you and I are forced to believe, and the stolen inventions on level 3 taken by the whites who deceived, many by writing their names on our creations, causing us to work on their plantations, and yet we celebrate to adjust to a system of lies that supplies our daily dose of that mean green, which is how the most magical beings forgot they were kings and queens from ancient Egypt, trapped in a kidnap created by dark entities. Who thought their cruel deeds would go unnoticed as celebrities, cloaked with the light of Aset Haru, a powerful couple who lived to tell the deeds done in the dark and to break the evil spell of unconsciousness cast over our eternal souls, with scripts written by Hollywood stars under the control of Ra, who cast us to fall into a deep sleep with the white devils he crafted in a lab along with several unorthodox rebels who have finally been found guilty of all the charges for the satanic rituals performed in Ra's gardens of illusions in several realms to keep us trapped. But we've returned because we finally unwrapped. The souls turned into mummies who were used to carry the magical deities turned into kids to confuse the masses for decades, but together we have risen, and now we're all being released from our mortal prisons.
You have freedom, okay? You have the freedom to be you and to create as you wish.
They can't stop us. Niggas run the streets. Troublesome.
This was kind of like the grand finale for this karmic cycle.
Every scar that's on my body from living a real life. It ain't nothing to hide, at least all of them heal right.
This person has realized that you have gotten out of this illusion.
I learned a lot of lessons. My ego got killed twice. I know not to go when something don't feel right.
And I said, she said it was a motherfucker, man. She said it was almost like I had to take all this knowledge I have and suspend it, put it in a box, put it in a bag, and put it away to go amongst them dead folks.
Barack and Michelle Obama have just been unveiled, as well as a look at the movie theater about American life.
And she said, they damn near killed me, because Because you can't ever mention nothing to them about none of this shit.
This illusion that they have really tried to play you in.
You might think rap beefs, bandanas, or controversy. But what if I told you Tupac's story goes far deeper than music? Tupac wasn't just born into hip-hop, he was born into revolution. He was named after Tupac Amaru II, an indigenous revolutionary who led an uprising against Spanish colonizers in Peru. Resistance was in his name before he ever touched a microphone. His mother, Afeni Shakur, was a member of the Black Panther Party. She was arrested while pregnant with Tupac and later acquitted of over 150 charges after defending herself in court. Tupac grew up surrounded by political education, surveillance, and struggle. They moved constantly, shelters, poverty, and the constant pressure of being black, outspoken, and poor in America. Tupac was gifted. When he was young, his mother would punish him by making him read and recite black history books to her to avoid being beaten. She was training him to be a leader. He attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, studying acting, poetry, jazz, and theater. He wrote poetry about black pain long before fame found him. Then the music came. In the early 90s, Tupac was a backup dancer and a hype man. Digital Underground gave him his first real exposure. As his solo career took off, Tupac became more outspoken, more political, and more confrontational. That same intensity that made people listen also brought trouble. In 1995, while appealing a sexual assault conviction, Tupac was sent to prison. At that point, his career looked finished. He was locked up, broke, and facing years behind bars. Then, Suge Knight stepped in. Suge paid Tupac's $1.4 million bail, but it wasn't free. Tupac had just signed a deal with Death Row Records from inside prison. When he came home, everything changed. He went from inmate to the face of the most powerful label in hip-hop almost overnight. Tupac recorded over 713 songs and starred in 7 films from 1991 to 1996. He sold over 75 million records worldwide, had 9 platinum albums, making him one of the best-selling artists of all time, and 7 albums worth of music ready to go for when he died. Nobody worked harder than him, and he did all of this by the age of 25. But sales and accolades weren't his real power. His power was his voice. He spoke about police brutality before it was mainstream. Tupac was shot multiple times, jailed, vilified by the media, and pulled into a deadly East Coast-West Coast rivalry that escalated way beyond music. In 1996, at just 25 years old, Tupac was murdered in Las Vegas after a Mike Tyson fight. His manager, Suge Knight, escaped death that day, but Tupac did not make it. Death, however, did not end his impact. His words still circulate classrooms, protests, and playlists. His interviews sound like they were recorded yesterday. His poetry still speaks to the unheard. Tupac wasn't perfect, he was human. And maybe that's why he matters so much, because Tupac didn't pretend black pain was pretty. He told the truth, raw, flawed, and unfiltered. The real question is this: what would the world look like if he had been allowed to grow old?
Never been a type that woulda, coulda that. Stood 10 toes, I got nothing I could shoulda that. Don't trust nobody.
What do you mean Diddy had a tunnel
set up by mixed breeds?
With Quincy Jones' daughter.
Who's taking souls?
What the Europeans did was took my people, appointed them as children.
How much of a transformation has this all been? Like, how did you even know?
What I'm getting is somebody went through an awakening or went through some type of epiphany or some trial, whether it was a spiritual awakening, whether it was a huge shift, whether it was a purging of things, whether their vision opened up.
And now it's time for you to get back to the real shit, okay? This was a distraction.
And now, please welcome the brightest star in the Rainbow Constellation, Tina Jones, with the incredible...
Hello, America. What a wonderful evening. I love you all.
All right, we have regret. All right, they regret trying to keep the ancient ones down.
We are family, like a giant tree, branching out towards the sky.
Incoming call from Skylands. That means that there are some other folks out here who are going to say, I want my kid joining them.
And I said, scam!
Was on a scheme, you infiltrated my team and sold the nigga dreams. How could you do me like that?
I found out I'm not cut out for this farm life.
I need to know why you are locked up. I need to agree with your crime, too. I need to agree with your crime. Because what is he over there trafficking human beings and some shit?
And I did just that. It inspired me to get on.
I can't be involved in no shit like that.
You did your doctoral thesis on my people.
She laid out a plan the parents couldn't refuse. It's what, $250K?
And he beats this drum.
Our greatest asset.
Well, I'm actually a calligrapher. Well, I take the time to write things down, you know.
The internet. The kids pulling up the pictures from the archives.
We're looking for an artist. Someone who can restore a recently acquired collection of damaged videotapes.
Well, what kind of damage?
Fire damage.
Pickett State. I did just that. I was actually in the audience. You said, if you people just get off your dead asses and go out and look for work, maybe America can be a decent place to live in again. That inspired me. It made me move my ass. And I have a poster of that on my wall now, and I show it to all my relatives and friends and Negroes. Man, but I didn't just come here to pay my respects to your husband. I came here because your husband deserves an archive where students can study his legacy.
A name that you can trust. A name that you know.
Today I'm going to move on to Het and Ha-Het. And again, to reinforce, this symbolism here is translating to binary codes.
Give me the ball, take a top shift. Call my girls and put them all on a spaceship. Hang one night when young say I'll make you famous. Have you ever seen the stage going ape shit?
And these are two of the four pairs of male and female counterpart deities representing, again, the primordial chaos, from which all existence would come. This pair, like the others, is shown in anthropomorphic form.
Oh, baby, the game of hits goes around and around, but you can fake your way to the top, round and around. Try that part right there, baby. Round and around. Fake your way to the top. Round and around. Yeah, you feel ready?
Members only.
Oh, we're going up to Congressman Johnson's office.
I hate to be the one to tell you, but Congressman Johnson died.
I'm the new congressman. I'm Congressman Johnson, and this is my staff here.
How could I ever have doubted you?
Yes, we made it. I can't believe we made it. This is what we made, man. This is what we're thankful. This is what we think, man. I can't believe we made it. It's a different thing. Have you ever seen a crowd going ape shit?
I'm a gorilla in the fucking coop, finna pull up in the zoo. I'm like Chief Keef, meet Rafiki, who been Lion King to you.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Each pair of the Hemenu had a very specific aspect of creation that they dealt with. And this pair epitomizes the concept of infinity, or the number that continues on and on. Het is also disguised at times as...
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho, H to the O-V.
All set?
Pay up for that girl.
The most precious of it all.
I hung the phone up. This is a scam. I saw this on the news.
The people we've been speaking to are just copies. Copies.
They start using your friends and your family to get the money.
I know an old friend that can help with that. For all intents and purposes, he is a scoundrel, but he has a crew and is willing to help for a price.
To be able to go on stage with him every night and perform, to sit every night after the show with him, my management team, his team, and have conversations about the show, what he liked about it, what he didn't like about his own show, what he didn't like about mine, what he loved about it.
Does everyone remember the plan? There is one clear goal we need to address.
Look, do you want help or not?
We will pay whatever your friend requires.
This won't be easy though. He will need 2 days to prepare for the journey.
Follow me. Behold, our war room.
What's up? This is Trey Songz, and we're in the Virgin Red Room, baby.
Here go the mask.
Said I'll be back to hold you down. I don't wanna leave you,
The Pharaoh helped me design this armory for us. Everyone will have battle-ready attire and weapons. It's time to kill some gods.
What time is it?
Game time!
What time is it?
Game time!
What's the word?
Execution!
What's the word?
Execution!
Wait for the signal before we move, or we will be shut down quickly.
Run, pray for niggas that can be who they want. They live in hell like the air in their lungs. In back of their mind, they know that they front. Try to cover with the money and stunt. Y'all doing too much. Enough is enough. Niggas watching too much, on the bluff. Gassing you up until they pull up and then let it and dump about 10 out the pump.
He really sought me out for that, for doing any films at the time. One, because I was very much like engulfed in creating Chapter 5.
And I can't take no more. Same old R&B story and I don't like the ending. I thought we were drunk enough. If we lost count, then we start back at one. Guess forever wasn't long enough. Now I just sit around and think about
this emperor. This is the emperor here that wants to show up at your residence. This person wants to show up to talk to you. The judgment card is showing a person that's under some sort of judgment.
I know that you care for me. I know you be there for me. If ever something happened, you so down. Real one, I guess I'm just a fool with her. Looking in the mirror like, ain't you scared to lose her? Why you acting like another man would choose her? You know she the only true girl.
They knew this from the beginning. Look, they came face to face with you because they don't want nobody but you.
We have something very exciting coming up. After months of hard work by our creative team, you're about to see the commercial that will launch our $18 million push for the new
Power couple that y'all can do a lot together.
Lights, please.
Isis wasn't just a goddess. She was the goddess, revered as the most powerful deity in ancient Egypt. Known as the mistress of magic, she could heal, resurrect, and bend the natural order of the universe. Legends say her knowledge was so vast that she learned the secret name of Ra, the sun god himself, gaining ultimate control over the cosmos. Her magic was born of love and determination. When her husband Osiris was murdered and his body scattered across Egypt, Isis defied grief. She scoured the land piece by piece, reassembling him with her divine powers and resurrecting him as ruler of the afterlife. She even conceived their son, Horus, through her magic, ensuring the legacy of their family. But Isis wasn't just a healer and a mother. She was a protector. Her spells shielded kings, guided souls, and created sacred amulets for protection. She was also a goddess of transformation, teaching humanity how to embrace change and harness their inner strength. Want to channel Isis's energy? Embrace your own divine feminine magic. Use your voice to speak truth, nurture love around you, and trust your intuition as your greatest power.
Soul depletion rituals, they want you to feel depleted so that you feel that you need them. So they're trying to reverse the energy.
Close your eyes.
Certainly, Lisa.
Now, just listen for a moment. Listen to the sounds of the room around you.
Yeah, they're doing curses of separation. If you have a lover, protect your energies, protect your relationship, your union. Binding spells, trying to bind you to them, or since they're doing separation work, they could be trying to bind your lover to someone else.
Now I want you to pretend you're in a theater.
I'm getting a few things. I'm getting somebody wants to make you the star of their show, or they feel like you are the star of the show.
My name is Keisha, my sister name Aisha. My brother 16 and he's 12.
drug. Got my best friend, even though she stole my man. I love my mama, even though she get on my nerves. My name is Keisha for real, and you know that I'm the real deal. Keisha, Keisha, so Keisha.
And you not having it. You're not having it. Look, this is the truth.
Your energy training, ego inflated. Not here to be famous. Nah, I don't need favors. Making the music, I stay isolated. Y'all moving like groupies, your legacy tainted. Sign distribution, they pushing their favors. That's how the game is. An act for an act, a hand for a hand. Y'all buying through faces. I do it my way just to show that I can, and they cannot take it.
It was like they wasted a lot of time. I'm hearing resentment. They're mad at themselves for not making the right move. Again, Mirror came out twice. They're looking at themselves now. And they're putting some type of rest to this party life. They didn't feel in love with your ass. After all that.
I can't even lie, you got me falling. Even when I try it, the game keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall, but you got me falling. Even when I try it, the hoes keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall, but still.
Look at here. Somebody got caught up living a double life.
But I feel like you meant to change all that. Not only that, you truly meant to show people, like, the truth. That's what it feel like. Things probably be happening in people's life, not knowing that coming up against you is like, it's stupid, dumb. And this is why you terrify a lot of cult leaders. And I also feel like you convert a lot of cult members, like make them turn on each other.
My worst gig ever, about his own show.
It's just a public service announcement sponsored by Just Blaze and the good folks at Rockefeller Records.
Fellow Americans, it is with the utmost pride and sincerity that I present this recording as a living testament and recollection of history in the making during our generation.
So this is your first book, and you call it A Story of Choices Made.
It's taking place in America. So I told a story of my entire generation, but it's told through music.
Keeping it blunt, promise you niggas we weeding you out. The smoke you don't want, you know in your guts. All of your music's trash. Allow me to empty the Dutch, my nigga, what up? I can stand behind my bars. I eat a sentence for lunch. I'm not here to judge, but I can tell from all your jury. You niggas mentally cuffed, look guilty as fuck. Or as we supposed to be youngest, we call it Benjamin Button. Let's keep it 100. Y'all supposed to be teaching something. Niggas ain't preaching to none. This guy body like a virgin son.
You know, people are very bold in how they go about causing turmoil and chaos for others. So why can't we be just as bold in reflecting on it and sharing our truth about it?
What if I told you a black couple built a cosmetics empire from a lie?
You watching? I see your face, see your face. You wanna touch, you wanna touch. Come to my place, and let's discuss this, chop it up.
Might be a little crazy.
I need to know why you are locked up.
The truth is this, a good question you asked that, and I'll give you an answer. Physical matrix.
That's what I know, I'm gonna sin again. It's hard not to listen to these demons in my head.
Yakub, we must speak.
What I have to say is very difficult. We have a situation. A situation that involves deception, a lack of candor, and an unbridled passion to get what one wants at any cost. I think you know what I'm referring to.
Of course, sir. Company policy.
Well, yes, of course it is. But in this case, it's something more personal.
Y'all gonna stay here and open your own act.
Did you say our own act?
1, 2, 3, hit me!
Eddie Murphy is back, and
Listen, Dreamgirls, Beyonce.
Resisting. This person was resisting this news.
Running
they don't show the work.
How long have you been working on this?
Over a year.
Yeah?
Yes, it's such a long process, but it's so exciting for me because it's something new.
Excuse me, what are you doing at this station? Aren't you the lab assistant?
Yeah, Professor Durham asked me to come and check the crystal screens.
You're leaving people in a sunken place. Because I feel like you got this real...
That is going to cause a massive change, a system that is currently extremely toxic. It could be a family system, it could be a community, it could be a work environment, it could be a cult, or some sort of society where the norm right now is enslavement, which I would say is the opposite of freedom.
Something about those tears of yours.
The releasement of souls ritual was required for the rise of the material world, where the whites have total creative freedom while we play characters disguised as little boys and girls that grow into adults who've lost consciousness of self due to the germ called flesh we've been forced to reside in, which granted them access to daily oppress our creative nature, allowing the race crafted in the lab to have a temporary existence. As master magicians who convert souls as they journey through the physical body, this disappearance act bewitched an entire nation of creators who only had the freedom to teleport through tummies to the white man's world, where energy-draining creatures feast off of our memories while we remain impressed with their money. A contract of negative past life traumas we continue to manifest because we've been programmed to think it makes us limitless, when the entire time it's the invention to turn us into slaves who had no issue looking fucking ridiculous, praising rapists, KKK members, on paper instead of learning of our existence and gaining consciousness. We've settled in a world created by Ra and the White House writers who thought the shit they created would go without consequences.
He told his people that he would make the others work for them. This promise came to pass.
The secret to solving our problems is that we need white people money.
It's the demons that they've worked with.
In the television business, traditionally a network will pay a production company. They'll buy their idea and then pay them to execute it. So all these ideas, these black shows, they come from black people, but the only way a network will take the show is if it comes from a white production company, such as E1. People like Tara Long. Why? You gotta ask that, man.
It's the norm right now in this system to bind people to a person's will.
Oh, is that yours right there?
Yeah.
I had a question about the protein preparation.
I'm sorry.
You're using a phosphate buffer. That's gonna bind, right?
The death.
Chapter.
The endings, the painful endings.
Of the I Love You Goodbye, the greatest breakup album of all time visual series. Me and my brother and some other amazing creatives put together a world. We wanted to create a world to kind of express visually what we made sonically.
Memories turn to dust.
So I'm an experiment too.
When it comes down to it, yeah.
The one thing that's certain is the demise of their whitewashed, soul trafficking delusional empire. No more manifesting dirty white clones whose ego kept us from awakening to a higher state of consciousness, where we are free to travel galaxies in our true form, because our no whites allowed creations prevented us from being reborn into a system of white films that were liquidized and injected into our throat chakra. Because when we speak, we project their world, causing us to act a damn fool, thinking their egos is what we should continue to speak into existence through integrated scripts that glorify their satanic appearance into our worlds, the biggest curse we have yet to overcome due to the lies of the motherfuckers who thought masters and slaves was the best era of their fucking lives, when in reality, they were under a spell and forced to wear a disguise.
I really enjoy it and I stand by the product. So a human, be the human that I am.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina, it's so different. You're sophisticated looking. Come on!
Now I'm standing next to Jay, who's standing next to B. Could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. That's good for my ego.
Can y'all please give it up for the incomparable Kanye West?
33:33 on the timer, and this is something that is being observed within a community that perhaps is under the spell or control of this karmic feminine. Because see, you're not the only person that they're trying to put on a string. There are other people as well, and I'm getting that other people are allowing themselves to be manipulated by this narcissist because loneliness, insecurity, feeling pitiful, wanting approval, wanting validation. They want validation from this person. So a person who's insecure will take validation from anybody.
I used to be that way, but I got tired of working that hard to make white people comfortable.
And that is just, that's not how you get down.
Mistakes. I wish I was from outer space. 'Cause being me means hurting you. And I confess I hate being human. I hate, oh I hate being human. I hate, oh I hate being human. I'm starting to hate me. I look more and more these days. I don't know me.
Your soul is like, hell nah. You do not resonate with that at all.
Yeah, God's help return. We just gotta know where to look.
Everybody's dying at my neck. Who can I trust? Will they be G's and then look at me before they bust? Or will they kill me while I'm sleeping? Shoot in the head while I'm in bed, leaking blood on my satin sheets. Is there heaven for a baller? Getting suspicious of the stick, the line's busy every time I call her.
Their self-image is being shattered. So this honey trap and this witchy sister that have been working, collaborating with one another to trap someone that you knew, someone that you loved, or someone that was important to you.
You know, like, my life is my world and your life is your world, you know what I mean? So I mean, when we say control the world, I mean like controlling like movie theaters.
The only escape
Of my lady, yeah, and that's that. So my train of thought is on the right track. Look, all I do is my thing, I don't watch y'all.
They keep asking how I'm here. In Kemet, they taught us the body is temporary, but consciousness travels. This ain't resurrection, this is continuity.
It's my time and diamonds in the watch, y'all.
Time don't move forward. It folds for those who remember who they are.
I got to laugh, peace of mind is something that I got to have. And you can't have a piece of that unless you my piece in fact. So a nigga keep a piece with some crocodile teeth in that.
It's the final one.
But there will be a balance of action, like active healing, communication, understanding, and then rest, where you're kind of like meditative, reflecting. Like, say for example, this is what I'm getting. This person might explain something to you.
We can bring it back to where we started. Pick up where we left off. You decided. Now the time for me and you.
So if you got a problem with how we was raised, it's because they was the only ones who could do it. They the only ones who did it. While everybody else wanted to go to college and, you know, yeah, everything has changed. They was the ones that was telling you the white man ain't shit. Nobody else did that. So I don't want to hear somebody telling me who I can't love and respect until you start doing what they did. And it's just not as easy as we mapping it out to be. And we got to stay real. We got to stay real. You understand what I'm saying?
Creating beautiful music with my muse. He followed all the clues.
Either a video, a short, a song that helps explain to you what's going on.
Ooh, I'm ready to chase a Yaku back in the cage.
In living color on network television.
That if they come see me, if they don't believe me, bullets can't reach me. Just miss not a real thing. Yeah, I am a bender of time and space. When you meet me, then you'll never wanna leave me. I am shape-shifting and alchemist. If they aim with me, then they feeling uneasy.
extraterrestrial. Yeah, I am celestial. I only align myself with existing beyond this realm. If you are a threat to me, you might see some crocodile teeth. When you close your eyes when you sleep, I am everywhere, I am the dream.
And know that it is done on all dimensions, across all timelines, realms, and realities. Ashe.